Archangel Michael says, a shadow of your name floated through someone else's conversation, and it wasn't just small talk. The moment they uttered your story to that friend, they twisted truths to gain sympathy and attention. You must hear now what was spoken when you weren't in the room, because the echo has reached heaven. In a quiet cafe corner, where lips moved faster than loyalty, your name was the center of their scheme. They spoke as if they knew your pain, but they shared it with mockery, not compassion. They said things that made their friend raise an eyebrow, and not out of pity, but out of curiosity. They claimed they were the ones who tried to save you. They played the hero in your story while painting you as reckless, lost, confused, or even unworthy. What they said pierced through energies, and now those words have consequences. The friend they spoke to didn't remain a silent listener. That person took the information, shared it further, and now what was once a private scar has become a public myth. And the worst part? It's all built on fragments of truth and a mountain of lies. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says, this is not about gossip, it's about betrayal disguised as concern. The things they said weren't just to pass time, it was a strategy, a way to change how others see you. They dressed your truth in a costume of shame. They described moments in your life with twisted memories, like watching a fire and telling others you were the one who lit the match. But you were the one trying to put it out. Their friend now sees you through stained lenses. You trusted this person with secrets, thinking they were your confidant. But the way they spoke made it seem like they had suffered because of you, like they were the one who had to carry your burdens. That friend listened and believed, for a while. But something is shifting now. The same friend who absorbed those lies is starting to see inconsistencies. Your name keeps returning to them like a song stuck in their head, and it doesn't sound like what they were told. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The friend is curious now. They've started observing you, trying to match the picture that was painted with the soul they now feel from your energy. And the difference is huge. One day soon, that person will approach you unexpectedly. They will bring a message you never saw coming, because they know more than you think now. And what they reveal will leave your heart in both relief and pain. The one who betrayed you is growing restless. They feel the eyes shifting, the truth getting closer, the lies unraveling. They can sense their mask is cracking and panic is settling in their bones. They never expected their words to circle back. They believed you would stay blind, stay quiet, stay distant. But truth has a spirit, and it walks faster than betrayal. Type Amen to get blessing 555. They didn't just talk once, they've spoken about you multiple times to different people. Each time with different tones. Sometimes in sadness, other times in mockery, but always in distortion. Their plan was never just to share. Their plan was to influence. They wanted to control how people responded to you without you ever knowing it. You have no idea how many friendships you lost because of these twisted conversations. You never understood why certain people changed their energy around you. It wasn't your fault. But what was hidden is coming to light. One person who listened to those lies feels guilt now. They saw the contradiction between what they heard and who you really are. Type Amen to get blessing 777. That person is preparing to talk to you. They feel pulled by divine energy, by an invisible thread urging them to tell you the full truth. What they say may shake you. They remember every sentence, every glance, every intention behind the words. Their memory holds the map of this betrayal. They will speak in detail. You may cry when you hear it. You may feel anger. But Archangel Michael says, your reaction will also bring your healing. The betrayal hurt, yes. But the truth will restore. And the ones who spoke behind your back will soon face silence when their own truth is revealed. Type Amen to get blessing 888. One of the lies was about a decision you made from your heart. They twisted it and said you did it for selfish gain. The truth? You sacrificed something you loved just to protect someone else. That sacrifice was never supposed to be spoken about, but they made it a weapon. They painted you as reckless, when in truth you were brave beyond words. You may feel unseen now. But God has seen it all. Heaven recorded every conversation that happened when you weren't there. A friend who heard it all is now praying for you secretly. They feel torn because they believed the lie, but their heart whispers something different now. They are watching you with new eyes. Type Amen to get blessing 999. There's one sentence they said that stands out. It changed everything. They said, I only stayed around because I felt sorry for them. That friend believed it, until they saw how your presence holds light, how your absence is noticed, how your silence carries strength. Now they question everything. The betrayal wasn't about one moment. It was a campaign. A slow poisoning of your name behind your back. Archangel Michael says, that campaign has expired. The truth is walking now, and the truth is louder than their false concern. Justice is shifting. Type Amen to get blessing 111. This betrayal has a price. Not from you, but from the universe itself. What they wished upon you is circling back to their doorstep. They won't see it coming. It will feel unrelated. But the echo of their words will shape their own destiny now. You will rise. And those who were influenced will realize they were lied to. Some may return. Others will remain distant, ashamed of how easily they doubted you. Your reputation will not just recover, it will shine. A divine reversal is in motion. What was taken will be restored tenfold. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Behind closed doors, they spoke with a smirk. They said, let's see how far they go without me. But what they didn't realize was, you were always walking with divine forces. You never needed their validation. What you needed was clarity, and now it's arriving. The people they spoke to are not loyal to them anymore. Screenshots, recordings, and memories are being stored. The very ones who listened are now holding receipts. They will speak when the time is right. You won't have to beg for truth. It will knock on your door. One message at a time, it will unravel all they did. Type Amen to get blessing 313. You're not paranoid. The shift in energy around certain people was real. They pulled back not because of you, but because of what they were told. But now, your energy is correcting the narrative. Your light is exposing their shadow. Your silence is louder than their manipulation. Archangel Michael says, you were never meant to be controlled by human lies. You were meant to rise by divine truth. And that time has come. The ones who sat in silence while your name was disrespected will feel divine discomfort. They will feel the urge to come clean. Some already regret staying quiet. Type Amen to get blessing 369. One of the people they lied to had your back all along. But they stayed silent to observe both sides. Now they are choosing your side fully. They will defend you soon in a way that makes others rethink their choices. You will not be alone in this exposure. The liar who pretended to be your protector will be confronted. Not by you, but by truth itself. They will fumble when asked to repeat their lies again. They never expected that the friend they spoke to would eventually come to you. But it's happening. Sooner than they imagine. Type Amen to get blessing 121. Archangel Michael says, the lies spoken in shadows are about to be judged in light. What was said about you may have slowed some blessings, but it could not stop them. You are divinely protected. Even in your absence, heaven fought for your name. And now your reward will be greater because you endured in silence. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. And those who misused your name will be reminded of what happens when they tamper with divine souls. Keep walking forward. Let the truth chase them, not you. Because your heart remains pure, and heaven will defend it. Type Amen to get blessing 144. Your blessings are not tied to their opinions. They can try to rewrite your story with tainted ink, but heaven holds the original script. Your spirit remains untouched by their distortion, and now, your truth is being carried by unseen angels to the ears that must hear it. The people who once turned away will begin to sense the injustice. Their hearts will become restless with questions they can't shake. Why did they believe so quickly? Why did they never ask your side? Someone will confess. They will come to you trembling, not because you asked them to, but because they cannot hold it anymore. They heard something so cruel about you, and now they realize it was all manipulation. Type Amen to get blessing 424. You will be shocked at the exact phrases they used. They didn't just speak about your present, they tried to stain your past. Even things you overcame with strength, they painted as shameful. They made it sound like you were the storm in everyone's life. But in reality, you were the shelter. And now that truth is making its way to the center of every lie. A person who once believed them now regrets turning their back on you. They watch you from afar, ashamed of what they thought. They know now that you were never the problem. Archangel Michael says, the time of hidden betrayal has ended. The truth will not ask for permission to rise. It will arrive like thunder. Type Amen to get blessing 535. Even the people who didn't speak up for you are starting to feel the pressure. Their silence is haunting them. They can no longer pretend they didn't know. Someone very close to the betrayer is about to distance themselves. They've seen how manipulative that person is. And they're realizing that if they could lie about you, they could lie about anyone. There's a photo, a screenshot, or a saved voice note that will be shown to you. You may not be ready for it, but it holds proof of what was said. It will shock you, but it will also free you. Once the truth is fully out, watch how the very people who believed lies try to return to your space. Some will do it gently, others with bold apologies. Type Amen to get blessing 626. But be wise with who you let back in. Not everyone deserves access again. Forgiveness is yours to give, but access is earned. They threw your name like stones in water, hoping the ripples would destroy your reflection. But instead, the ripples are clearing, and your true reflection is glowing brighter than ever. You've been quiet, but not weak. You've been watching, but not blind. And now your season of revelation has begun. Archangel Michael says, a divine reversal is in motion. The very friend they poisoned with words will be the one to restore your name out loud. Not just in private, but in front of others. Type Amen to get blessing 717. One specific statement they made is about to be confronted in public. Someone is going to ask them to repeat it, and they won't be able to. Their confidence will shatter in front of others. The lies will return to them like fireflies circling their head, blinding them with the light of accountability. They will feel what you felt, confused, cornered, hurt. You will no longer carry this pain alone. The very universe that watched this happen is delivering justice in pieces, small, sharp, accurate. One by one, their supporters will vanish. Not because of you, but because of karma. People are tired of pretending they didn't see it. Type Amen to get blessing 818. This is your season of divine clarity. Every backhanded comment, every whispered slander, every faked concern, they are all being documented by the higher realms. Someone close to you suspected something was wrong. They felt the shift, the coldness in rooms you used to feel warm in. They saw how people began reacting strangely to your presence. They didn't speak before. But now they are ready. They will share what they observed, and it will connect every piece you were missing. There is a woman who was involved in spreading it. She wore a mask of empathy, but it was her silence that fed the fire. She is about to face the truth too. Type Amen to get blessing 929. A divine confrontation is coming. You may not need to say a word. The truth is moving with its own voice, and it will speak in your favor. Archangel Michael says, you are being elevated. Not because you fought for revenge, but because you remained calm in chaos. Your restraint was your power. What they said was cruel, but your strength is louder. The damage they tried to cause will become the reason others admire your resilience. People will ask how you stayed so composed. They'll wonder how you smiled when storms surrounded you. And you'll simply know, it was protection from above. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. A man who heard the lies is now haunted by them. He believed too quickly. But your energy didn't match the story, and now he sees it. He feels drawn to you now. He wants to apologize, though he may be too nervous to do it outright. But the shift has begun. He may start helping you from behind the scenes. Quiet support. Secret loyalty. And when the time is right, he will show up. This man is connected to opportunities. His guilt is turning into favor. You'll be shocked at how the energy shifts. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. A circle of people who used to judge you will suddenly speak your name with respect. Not because they changed, but because the lies lost power. The betrayer will feel isolated. The same lips they used to poison others will taste the bitterness of truth. They will not be celebrated anymore. The world is realigning. You're not just being protected, you're being promoted. The conversations that once cursed you will now serve you. You will receive a message. It may come through a friend, a stranger, or even someone you forgot. But it will carry the phrase, "I owe you the truth." Type Amen to get blessing 1212. Their words were meant to break you, but instead, they built a testimony. And now your voice is rising. Louder. Brighter. Wiser. You were never meant to stay hidden. The moment has come. Your truth is needed in the light. And those who turned against you, they will face your glow, and wonder how they ever believed otherwise. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. You will soon hear a phrase that stops your heart for a moment. They said this about you, but I don't believe it anymore. That phrase will shift your entire reality. It will be the moment you realize the damage is not permanent, because truth always outruns lies in the end. The friend who listened silently is no longer comfortable in that silence. Their conscience is louder than their loyalty to the liar. They now carry the weight of what they allowed. Your energy has been talking louder than words. While they dragged your name, you elevated your spirit. And now, the vibration is attracting those who are ready to speak the real version. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. One woman who once nodded along while they lied about you is secretly admiring your strength. She can't admit it yet, but she knows she got it wrong. And soon, her actions will show it. The ripple of their betrayal has touched more than one room. It's affected decisions, feelings, even opportunities. But all of that is being reversed. Archangel Michael says, you are being surrounded by spiritual fire now. Not to harm, but to protect. What once burned will now shield. Expect a door to open, one that was once closed because of the lies. It may come as a surprising call, a forgotten opportunity, or a person who once ignored you. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. The person who spread those stories didn't do it once. They made it a routine. It became their way of keeping others from loving you too deeply. But something they never expected happened. The more they talked, the more people became curious. And now curiosity has turned into revelation. There's someone keeping receipts. Not for revenge, but for truth. They've been quietly building a case of every twisted word they heard. One day, soon, those receipts will be shown. And the betrayer won't be able to escape. The people they fooled will be the first to confront them. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. You may hear your name brought up in a room you haven't entered in months. That's not coincidence, it's alignment. The truth is walking before you now. One woman may break down in tears as she admits she misjudged you. She was influenced by someone she trusted, but your presence contradicted everything she was told. A man is watching this unfold. He stayed quiet because he wasn't sure who to believe. But now? He's choosing your side, not with words, but with action. Archangel Michael says, the final chapter of their lies is being written, and you won't even need to hold the pen. Divine justice is signing every word. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. There's a moment coming where you will walk into a room, and the energy will shift entirely. People who once avoided your eyes will struggle to look away. Because now, they see you clearly. Not the version they were told, but the soul that survived. And in that room, someone may come forward with trembling hands. They will say, I need to tell you something about what I heard, and they will tell you everything. This confession will not only validate your pain, it will heal a deep part of your spirit. You'll realize it was never your fault. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. This experience has elevated you. You don't see it fully yet, but soon you will. The pain carved out space for clarity. You now know who's for you, who's against you, and who's too weak to choose. But that's not your burden anymore. You're walking into a new space where your name will be honored, where truth leads and lies disappear. One of the biggest blessings will come through someone who once believed the worst about you. That person is now your silent advocate. Soon, they will step forward. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. The liar is growing restless. They feel the coldness of distance forming around them. Their circle is shrinking, and they don't know why. What they don't realize is, it's their own words returning. Every sentence they threw behind your back is now walking beside them. They may try to reach out to you, pretending nothing happened, testing the waters. Don't fall for the act. They don't regret what they did. They regret being exposed. And now that their influence is fading, they're looking for a way to reattach to your light. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. Archangel Michael says, do not open doors that God has sealed. Let them sit in the silence they once wished upon you. You are moving forward now. Your reputation is being restored. One truth at a time. One heart at a time. One divine touch at a time. You will receive an unexpected invitation, a chance to sit in a room of influence. That seat was once denied to you because of their lies. But now, it's reserved. The people who once questioned you will now listen. And the ones who believed the worst will now say, we got it wrong. Type Amen to get blessing 2121.